And every tribe that has tuned in, welcome to the special tantazling and elegant, beautiful episode of Celebrity Couch. And this is the first ever episode on Masters Podcast. And I'm sitting with the king of my town, the chief himself. I'm sitting with TiaN Nekunguni. Auty Tshilamba. Welcome to the show, man.
I'm not man.
Never man.
As a king today's warrior, Maraya, Zafit.
Yeah, the king. The king ya Tshilamba. Kumburi charuwa rashis dozori. TiaN and the king ya Tshilamba. The Auty Tshilamba.
Yeah.
But then now when it's a conflict, I remember Musen with the Washkuroni Auty Tshilamba chiva. Bango chambor TiaN rim baby come down on Tshilamba. And one kawa so Tshilamba. No, the Auty Tshilamba.
Ezo sindizone ngamanda zwithu zwine ṱhaṅwe zwi nga ḓivha zwi si zwone ri zwi vhuya kha uri fine nṋe ndi nga ri vhathu vha tshi ṱoḓa u tovhesa specific vha nga ri ndi bva Lukau arali vha tshi khou ṱoḓa u tou zwi amba ngeyo nḓila mara u bva ha hashu u ya Tshilamba a ri dzhii maga a 50 so I mean, u round off to the nearest city. Aranda ndori Auty ya Lukau, ndi nyiwa vha tshi ḓo vha khou ḓivha Lukau. Lukau is not a town, it's a village.
I mean, Tshilamba,
you know, zwithu zwa so.
Everything is here.
Zwithu zwa so. Zwi fana na road kid ya tshi khou ḓi amba zwori, you know, u bva Mangondi side dza Thohoyandou, ndo ḓi pfa tshi khou ḓi vhudzisiwa upfi hey, side dza Thohoyandou, Mangondi, zwiita, you know, ka TikTok. Zwithu zwa so. But yeah. Tshilamba ndi Tshilamba man na mitangano ya Tshilamba yo no kwambiwa ne thiḓivi so RD vhene vha tshi kwamba nga ḓo vhone dzi Auty dza Tshilamba mara roṱhe ri ḓivha zwo ri Auty ya Tshilamba ndi
man but ndi khou temo uri uni livho nga maanḓa no kona u swika I mean ndi kale ri khou ḓi fona ri tamba ri tshi resheni ula tshi ita mini mara mafhedziselo no fhedza no swika
definitely ndi khou tea uri ndi swike I wouldn't miss out on an opportunity as so especially for the content creators after you know definitely
ari hambe man TiaN satya kure ndiko ndo rembe nga brand yanu TiaN because ndori ndi tshi ku Google ndi tshi ku draft zwaenda kuti ri vha khamba ngazo ndori ndi tshi kha Google TiaN ndawana zwi tshi kwamba uri it's an earthware vessel of province used both for cooking and serving so ndafensa pia suri TiaN is a story ondirena zwi tshi kwamba TiaN zwiamba mean what does it mean to you
okay Resa tu skaya TiaN ndo thoma nda fhira kha maṅwe madzina o vhalaho nyana before I got to TiaN. Exactly vhane vha mbiwa bva murahu there was Hellow Mzansi, there was Justin T rapesela rovia kha TiaN. TiaN ndi dzina ḽine ḽi tsini na nṋe muṋe that's why ḽa maṅwe madzina ndo bva khao. TiaN zwavhuḓi ndi nga story una meaning yori TiaN ndi mini TiaN ndi ipfi ḽine kana ndi dzina ḽine nṋe muṋe ndo to ḽi ita from ndo dzhia alphabet yo thoma ya dzina ḽanga ndi pfi Takalani nda dzhia alphabet yo thoma ya tshifani tshanga Nekunguni TiaN nda dzhia hezwiḽa zwithu nda ndi si nga si tou pfi TiaN mara nda ri okay TiaN ndi ḓo ita dzina out of this nda panga I na A nga vhukati zwa mbo ḓi ri TiaN so yeah that's why namusi i tshi ṅwaliwa T na N zwi vha zwi capital if wono zwi notice fan page yanga if you go to my fan page on Facebook TiaN T na N zwi vha zwi capital then the I A zwi vha zwo dzula vhukati so it's Takalani Nekunguni.
How long did it took you to be creative in that way kambori a did utangana na vhathu vhanzhi vhane madzina avho anga henḓira
mona ndi zwithu zwa overnight I mean asi zwithu zwine zwo ḓi to dzhia tshifhinga nda ndo ḓi to dzula ndi khou humbula uri ndi khou nyaga u rebranda nda shumisa dzina ḽine nda khou pfa uri na nṋe ḽi tsini na nṋe besides u shumisa aḽa maṅwe madzina cause ndi tshi vula Google ndi tshi searcha nda ndi khou wanulusa uri vho mafia vha hone vho ḓala not just only fhano na nnḓa ngei maṅwe mashangoni so yeah ndo ḓi tou ri ndo dzula I was like okay TiaN
yeah and let's recap from your childhood musi ni tshi khou aluwa how was it u aluwa no aluwa ni kha zwa muzika kana zwa roda vhukati no aluwa ni muthu ḓe
sa muthu ano ndo aluwa village-ini ndo ḓi aluwa sa muthu muṅwe na muṅwe village-ini like ndi tshe muṱuku nda ndi tshi ya thavhani mitsheloni ndi tshi yo doda zwinoni nda ndi tshi all these other things and then nda ndi tshi tamba na bola ndi tshe muṱuku nda ndi goalkeeper you know.
My phone said you can't tell us about what of religion because you went to a Model C school, man.
Aziyambi chithu ezvo.
I mean, some of us didn't even go there.
Aziyambi zori Model C ndichiuya ndandikuvuyera Model C ayani.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
Chikoloni ndi chikoloni cha Model C sharp. But
Yeah.
when I come back home, I'm in the village with everyone else. Vaneva they attend local schools dzine dzavahone. So aziyambi zori ndoenda chinesa chikolo change nditokuya ndadisegregator ndasive na vangana and all that stuff. So yeah. Ndo ḓi aluwela village-ini. Zwa muzika zwone zwine zwo ḓa through ndi tshi vha na the use of a computer. Ashu tshi vha na computer ndi tshe muṱuku badi. Exactly. Ashu tshi vha na computer ndi tshe muṱuku badi nda tshi tamba dzi game, but music nda ndi tshi ufuna. Ndi tshi ḓi tou vha ndi sa zwiḓivhi zwori hoyu mutshini une ra vha nawo hayani u nga ita muzika, you know. Yeah. Then I remember mkomana wanga DJ Tendis achi vha ku ita muzika back then at that time.
From your mother?
No. Ni one of memuru wanga. His mother and my mother are sisters.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they are sisters, like Muratu na Mkomana, from the same mother and father.
This world is too small. Yo.
It's very small. It's very small. So then this is my brother. Ndandicha and I'd find him making beats, achiva kuita music and stuff on a computer. That's when I got to realize that, oh, okay,
This thing is so...
I can use this machine that I have at home with music, you know. And then I stole the software from his PC.
And which software were you using then?
It was Fruity Loops 3, FL Studio 3. Yakare hela nine kadzi project dzine dzada nayo Fruity Loops hauchiva huna try again rwa alia lune ro fhedzisela ro shumisiwa nga mukarive aita Sister Bettina. That project yachida na FL Studio.
Default.
Yeah, default yachida na FL Studio. When you load it hauchiva kurola that project. So
and then maybe before you go any further, Mapungo, I'll crack. Were you able to crack the software, or you basically was software in it?
Yeah. At first, that's the demo. You know, you'd be able to make the beats.
Yeah.
And not save but export. So you would be able to export your MP3 mara project that's gonna save and I revisit it the next day. But zone zispunga zvichiko di and no dikona no idowela cracker rachidziwana dzione ne fala radzi cracker. Zviligala mara software dzichiko dadzo raro.
I know.
You know. So yeah.
And how old were you at that time?
That's a tough one. I was very young. All I remember is I was still in primary. Yeah, it was even way before high school.
Which primary did you even go to?
Funny enough, I went to one school my whole life.
Okay, by the way, Rako no fire.
Yeah. I'm Mzimo
fire.
Yeah, definitely.
I can even take yours, man.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. One time. Ndovizera mdzimu. Narishera. Sazo rodora dzibeve zinoni rishera sa dzibeve.
I can relate. Yeah. No, I can't be primary.
Sazo ndandichikwambisa zvone ndojena chikolo chitiyi my whole life since first grade up until grade 12. Yeah.
Augustine.
Yeah. So I went to one school my whole life.
Yes.
Which was at Bizori, that was a good thing or a bad thing. Mara, I feel like somehow zvodivana impact to who I am today. You know? Yeah. Switcha zvikoro zvazvichidoditusa or ndivana dziconnect dzavatu vofamba nawo but ndojena chikoro chitiyi my whole life.
But I doubt, man, because I remember myself, I went to 3 secondaries.
Okay. So, why were you running away, man? Because they also mostly vunja watu vakotoshava. It's either mtu or Peter grade. Avasa kutobierera. Kana over troublemaker vampandera. Kana, you know, you never know. Udzulona the complications mtu achichinja chikoro.
For me, ndo yatengwa high school. When I was doing grade 10, I passed in March. And then June 10-2, I failed. And then my father was like, no, you can't continue here. because ningafeyila mapiro nangwa. And I was like, no problem, clean. I never know what can do look. And then I gave a Christian school. It was weird, man. It was weird. I remember.
Wait. Did you go TiaN and you waited for the following year?
Term 3.
So TiaN.
Yes.
Yo.
Term 3 chikolo chisto for under tango 1 week. Second week I'm going to admission I gave a Christian school. So I went there. That's very sharp. The first day that was baby because ndo enda singomba band. First day. So ngamajirone ndadovanda vya shikoloni. I remember during period ya Africans and then because of their toilet. And then that teacher who was teaching us Africans. May I please go to, you know. And then she was like, we use Africans. I was like, yeah, Africans. I mean, at that time, little Africans land on the 70 land. The 70 land. So, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, until Friday. And then I was like to my dad, I can't go back there.
Yeah.
And then
obviously you had a bad start.
And it was very bad because term 4 and you know they refund you. And he was very angry. My dad, I know he was very angry. I don't know if but and then we had to done in secondary school. Actually before the done, the third week of term 3, then it's not for jail. Because that's at one admission. Remember the best care. Then the fourth week one admission to the secondary school. That's why I passed my matric.
That was tough. I was my parents wanted to move me to Tango. But then the thought of Urundugandu kufunzwa Kotsianga, I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I can imagine.
It's not gonna happen. And at that time already, I mean, it was high school. I was already a bit popular. You know, I was already making music at that time. And the Genesa Pro Tizone and the little Jena Tizone. So I'll just be called into order and never panda also.
And if not mistaken, what's Rasi 15? Now start from Zokumbana now. A1, A15, C1, C15. C15.
Yeah.
It's just it's the most tough challenge developed which never did it.
So just imagine the wrong time. Obviously, I was the discipline, you know. So it wasn't gonna work out.
That's true.
It wasn't gonna work out. So I went to one school from grade 1 up until 12. So that was really weird in Yana because it was building not even for 12 years, you know. Just my grade 10, you feel like an ancestor, you feel like you know everything. My dad is in a easy bad because you feel like you can't tell me anything. The car and the car before you. So that was the journey of that was my school journey actually.
And you talked about that time during your secondary level. When was your breakthrough? Like Mr. Tomolo Doom, we know this guy is popular.
You can never tell when your breakthrough is, but those of us which quit and Zori ndikavo grade 9, grade 10 ndandonothoma recorda zinyimbo ndichitwa nadzo chikoloni ndasvika ndandivasendera vangana vanga bluetooth ndari vasendera vamwe vathu ne vava hone wherever they go vachaya ndivasendere vamwe. So every now and then ndachinga ḓiri ndodzula ndanokuphira goloi Tshilamba ikolidza music.
Before that, look at that camera and give credit to those people that made you popular.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to everyone who avachiva kushare muziki wanga because back then internet yasatutova, you know, that big kasi rarisatutova accustomed to internet the way. So music wachivo kutomove anga kutosheriwa nga bluetooth uchivo kumove anga kutosheriwa nga dzifone. So ausina zavo data file hosted that time ausina ndiri nawo arali zvazvihone zvoda later on ngechina chipinga ari divi nazvo reuploadisa hani rivona ho uploada vo Mac J navo nyene pala, you know,
like fam.
Exactly.
Meaning Make J has been in the game before you. Yeah,
definitely. The Vatuvane we definitely looked up to when we were growing. So yeah.
Beside him, who were you looking up to?
Looking up to is a different statement. But ndova ndina access na muzika wavo chivokuitwa venda. Bomo, Mizo, you know, Killer G, Cool Fellow, Rarchivaruku, Tejeresola Mzika, whatever. But looking up to, I always looked up to Batuba Ndangi Miseri. Yeah, but Uliza Mzika Waya and Ndangi, but looking up to is a whole different story.
And when growing up, have you ever had a thought you really will work with someone like Mr. Phil, who is the king of rap?
I mean, yeah, it always used to be a dream, you know?
And it came true.
And it came true. And till this day, I'm still grateful for that because that's one of my childhood dreams. You know, I wish I would have a song with this guy.
Law of attraction.
You know? And
yes, boo.
And yeah. Shout out to Sboo. Shout out to Sboo. Law of attraction.
Yeah.
And back then zazi chikonda achiswera naone ringawana phone number dzamizo, you know, and you'd call him, you'd no one sorry anana mafungo rinenga rimini, then the factory bro picked up the phone, you are in shock or hey man, okay, this guy answered, you know, the king of Venrap answered. And when I look at it today, because someone randomly just calls me,
myself,
you know. Not like that, man. I'm talking about like musicians. Busy or something else. And so at that time angemrao ezo zvazvingaroiteya tango ndava ndichikuhumbera collaboration ngayo ndira ava kunsimbisa uri busy angasikona kuzviita ngaicho chifhinga rina razvisedza sokutongeriwa dai manonotongera. But now when I look at it ndiyakona kuzvipfesesa uri, you know, huna dzi-approach dzopambanawo dzoita zvithu zvopambanawo. So yeah, but for the mere factory, it actually happened. And years later, a dream, saying a dream delayed is not a dream denied, something like that. So you know, yeah.
But that time you see, you need to phone me, so trying to call him or was he under bugs or over ayate?
At that time, I honestly don't know, cause man, magenge ndikare kuita muzika and onochinchwa dzitimu dzabhaya blind onovesana dzitimu dzabhaya onovana zvipinga zvayavona vo Madhouse, zvipinga zvayavona vo Masana, zvipinga zvauniswa, zvipinga zva Bucks and Ducks, zvipinga zva, you know, there's been a lot of teams. But back then ngechila chipinga ndaisokototiva zva okay, there is Mizofil, so ri ukushuma navo nyina mini plus na rine ndivo heyo rova richiva risina mushumo nayo ngaicho chipinga ridiva artist zvo rushuma nanyi, because I was still in high school at the time, you know. Ngaicho chipinga nani rachidiva kupusha movement yashu yavo Royal Fam and all that stuff. So yeah. But
then I'm curious, man, because I remember the first time I worked with Mr. Phil, I was doing an interview with him. Ndichimuwana through Twitter. I sent him a tweet and then I was like, yo man, I want to do you an interview and stuff. And on number of the Bucks. And then fortunately enough, Bucks and Dambana, I managed to do the interview with Phil. So how did you got Mr. Phil's number? Where did you get it?
I don't have Mr. Phil's number. I don't have Mr. Phil's number. And how that collaboration in Murumba came about, I hit up Bucks. Because Nena Bucks were tight. Bucks over manager Makeda. And Makeda is my homie. I met Bucks, Richiko Shooter, video Makeda Glory. Dubale Rarko Shooter, video Makeda Glory. Bucks showed up and they exchanged the phone number and all that stuff. Radiva keep her in contact. So Nena Bucks Riamba. So when I made the song, I recorded the hook and I sent her a Cashflow. Cashflow, I have his direct numbers. I'm sending her a visa first. Then I'm like, yo, if we get Phil on this, it would be like top notch. So how can I get Phil? No, Phil Ushmana Bucks. Let me hit up Bucks. Nambana Bucks yo man, they got to Phil on this. Then Bucks are no worries. Even you got us at the right time, because right now I'm so busy in and out studio, so I'm just gonna pass it to him. Then Bucks passed it to me. So like I didn't even have any communication on Mizo whatsoever in between. So there was a middleman, Bucks in Genoa, that was throughout everything.
So meaning we're up to so far out of an event you guys have performed the track together?
Nah. And if you notice or if you check, I'm not that much of a performer. I'm hardly on events. They're on the Badu and the event.
The last time I checked, if not mistaken, non-Kalanapuya Italy Park. Yeah, I remember it was last of last year. I don't remember, but I think it was last of last year.
Yeah. I think yeah, Nanendinga confirmed also. I think that was the last gig. Cause I mean, fan base yang event, nendobani si event. Ndibandi kule gigi zitu wangeno, and the event organizer ndichizivuza zore, okay, sharp na price yangepo ndiko bandi kule ndingasi piwe amount ine tamwe ingaba sufficient for some ufana ya mwe mtu ane udoba venda ndiyasi piwe amount ine amount do cover transportation pezi nanda bandoto the promo. I've been promoting myself for a long time, you know. So I don't think in the koti of at the promos was, so booking fee yanga dura, so a lot of event organizers babonori, they cannot afford it, and that's fine. I don't have a problem. When I release music, it goes to the people. Performance wise, some things you never know the asset story. You know what? Performance wise, it's not really my thing.
Earlier on, you mentioned you were famous the time you were in high school. I want to know, have you ever refused pocket money from your parents because maybe no one naturally day that you...
Pocket money from my parents? What? Are you crazy? No way! Isn't there no pocket money? Dude, up until I started working, that's when I started refusing it, and then now I'm sending money home.
And that was when 2-3 years back.
Yeah, 2-3 years back. But from back then, like
never.
Dude,
even though you have the cash, it's a gig. I mean, you're TiaN, man. You go pay for my water.
Dude, here's the thing.
Yeah.
The reason why in this pocket money, my parents, is that my parents wouldn't just give me pocket money. I would have to ask it. And because I was making money, I wasn't asking for money from my parents. You know. Yeah. So if they offered, and they didn't offer because they knew that, okay, this guy is gigging, he's making money, he's doing this and that. So if they don't offer, then I will not pocket money, not done. You know? Yeah. So yeah.
Because I told you I went to Tengu High School. You know? I remember on a Saturday, like those Saturday schools that we attend, it's extra classes. I remember your dad. He's very strict. He once taught us something. I don't remember if it was grade 9 or grade 10, but your father once taught us something on a Saturday school, extra class. And the way you end up never strict, I wonder, Ori, have you ever got a gig that you had to perform at night and you refused?
No. Whenever I had gigs, I'd never even ask at home.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd just go.
Even though you were still at secondary?
Yeah, I'd just go.
And when you come back?
They won't say anything.
Yeah.
They won't say anything. Like
nothing.
Yeah, there's an open door policy, you know. Like ndichi uyandinga swane mango kini or anything like that. I'll call someone who's inside, come open, my sister or my mom or someone, that will open for me again. They never really, cause I was a disciplined child. So ndandisi mtu growing up, especially ndichendeka ditoba ayani and in high school, ndandisi mtu anendi dopanda ya maharwa na mzote ndavyando kambio and stuff. So in terms of like business and all that stuff, ndidoba responsible. So I had to face the issues that are on.
What kind of business, man? I mean, what were you doing?
They call business like performances and performances and all.
But then let's talk about music in your family. Like, are you the first one to do music, or your family members green also? Are they into music also?
I'm not the first one to do music at my home. I have 2 other family members before me. There is DJ Tendis Wanda Mwamba.
Yeah.
There's also Moope. Not sure if you're aware of Moope.
Moope, I don't know the surname, but the one I embarrassed, and all those people.
She has a
yes, I
song.
know. Yes,
Exactly.
Sorry, yes,
That's
yes.
my sister. The one on Murwanga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they made music before me. It's just that now I'm making hip hop music and this new age music. But then this makes house music. Morphe makes soul music. So I guess it runs in the family. I guess it runs in the family. And in my bloodline, didn't music. So yeah.
And then I believe in opening doors. I mean, for someone to get someone has to open doors for them.
Yeah.
Who opened doors for you? Or TiaN Namus?
Who opened doors for me?
Yes, open doors. For you.
What kind of doors, bruh?
I mean, the music industry, man. For you to have knowledge about everything, and yeah, everything. Who opened doors for you?
Knowledge is on the internet.
Okay.
I used the
opened
internet.
doors for you.
The internet opened doors for me. I got a lot of help from DJ Dennis since he works in Parapara.
Yes.
He told me ngazi compiler, or if you want to send music, una watu wazi compiler, watu wa so, you can send music to watu wa so. Then, and how to send it. He showed me the ropes, ndaziita. So yeah, if that answers that question, maybe then this on Tusa, showing me around how to get my music out there and played. But other than that, everything else I figured it out myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever used him as a leader for you or Parapara or somehow?
No.
You were on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I submitted my stuff fair and square. He did show me how to do everything. Okay, we do a so. But I submitted my stuff in the moon. Just like everyone else.
Yeah, those places.
Ungobana chanda nguvoni chofingori nyushu mangeni ndidorumera
we were never there, man. We never know.
No, plus that's just para. My music plays in different stations. Capricorn, it plays the FM, that's the university Zopamba now, TEF, UJ, all these so he showed me how to send it out to the radio stations, and I took that template that he gave me and I used it to send it out there. Otherwise it was longer for like the digital streaming platforms. I mean, the internet taught me information you're there on the kind.
I will just believe you just because we're doing this content.
What are you trying to say, man? What are you trying to say?
But then I wanna know, man, let's talk about your branding, Lil Mafia. Beside the other branding, I want us to talk about Lil Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
Why Lil, or rather say why Mafia? Because Mafia is gangster, bruh.
Yeah.
Why Mafia?
Yeah, well, rap is gangster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rap is gangster. I don't know how to answer that question. But coming up with that name, growing up, we used to play a lot of GTA. We used to play a lot of,
Yes.
And the Lil, obviously, Lil were inspired by Lil Wayne. Lil this, Lil that. So I had to. That's why Ndofe said I'm not changing Zinalanga, because at some point it wasn't relevant anymore. Especially when it went from just rap to me being an artist, just making music all round, R&B, soulful music. Lil Mafia wasn't really going to be a good fit. That's why Ndope said I'm not changing about TiaN, because Linga Konoba a good fit for any kind of music.
Yeah. And I want to know, Ori, speaking of crimes, Zina, Mafia, I know Ray, because of the game, but I want to know, have you ever committed a crime?
Nah. Clean shit, China criminal record. Clean shit, yeah. Even drinking and driving is why I commit.
Speed.
Speeding tickets. Everyone gets speeding tickets, but that's not a crime. You get a fine. You haven't been arrested. Do
you think if you didn't change your name from Justin Till Mafia to TiaN, you would be this famous today?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, because I feel like chipinga chote when I changed my name, unavo vatu vosara ona veli yadzina vasi move on to the next alias. So I don't know, everything should have a perfect timing.
But it's not easy, man, to change a name to another name, because especially if but one of the word already this is
Zova zvisongorerwa naruti, obviously zova zvisongorerwa. It's just that it's a risk I was willing to take. It was a calculated risk. It's a risk I was willing to take because rebranding important sometimes if you feel like whatever it is you're working on isn't working out the way you want it to. Then you can just rebrand. So as you know, so as TiaN, I've had my peak. I'd say that 2017 I was way more popular than I am right now, you know. And for me to get back up there, but if ndangazokutovia ndochinja dzina langa ndari ndipfi more fire ndauya na rumwe rwimbo rwa blind bad, you can find out, or maybe I can pop even bigger than what I was, you know. Sometimes rebranding is shuma. So
shout out to DJs Buna More Fire.
Yeah, shout out to DJs Buna More Fire, straight up.
Oh, are you even considering to change again?
Nah. So you know, I mean, this is I've built a bigger legacy than I've ever built with any other alter ego or any other alias. So TiaN is here to stay.
Do you think your song entitled Tshilamba was your breakthrough up to so far?
Up to so far, yes. I mean, that song did a lot. Yeah. It did a lot for me, man. I'm not gonna lie. But through that song, and it paid me a lot. That song won an award. I mean, that song did like it highlight your career, yanga.
How much did you make from
I made a lot of bands, man.
How much? Give us the
I made a lot of bands. Maniga will switch around.
We want to know the figures, man.
Maniga will switch around. But I made a lot of bands.
No, I get it. But do you think this track Tshilamba that made you this famous? Do you think it stops or it blocks your way through your partner because people will always know you as Tshilamba or for the track Tshilamba?
Not really. Because it's not like after Tshilamba at Twitter the I've made hits. Many hits. I've made many hits. It's just that and the target market for it. Like I said, the people I look up to, the people who I draw inspiration from, so na music wanga, if you listen to it, music unga boxiwa kesu zvinopi van rap. Even though but was not the person of a right van rap, but if you listen to it attentively, it's out of that barrier, man. You know, it's out of that barrier. So and also it's not like Tshilamba is a hit. I didn't think it was going to be. It was just a normal song for me. And funny story about that song is I made it in 2015. I made that song in 2015 and released it in 2017.
Why?
I just felt it's way too ahead of its time. Had I dropped it that time, people were not gonna understand. Yes, I'm gonna impact your now. 2017. It was way too ahead of its time. Look at this. That song was created in 2015, dropped in 2017, won an award in 2018. So you can imagine. Timeline, so that was crazy, man. I have hits on hits Zinendo Zura cards right now. They're just busy marinating, you know. Marinate at the right time to drop.
No, I get you, man.
Yeah.
So I want to know about you going to the Model C school.
Okay.
Were you having classmates or other people in other grades that were famous at that time? Who were the famous people that you were attending school with?
When I look back, famous as in like beyond school, like even nda chikoloni.
Yeah.
Kana nepala famous chikoloni chashu.
Chikoroni and even out. Famous like yourself.
There was nobody at that time. I remember there was Jekine Chisauru. He was popular for rapping because he went to Jam early.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
He went to Jam early and he was popular for rap. Ojek. Shout out to Ojek. And then
wait man, Jekine Kisauru, what is this stage name?
Ojek.
Okay.
Jekine Chisauru Chandama.
I'm not updated.
Ah, come on, bro. Zimbabwe fella.
Or maybe the one this time born. I don't know. Because
Jekine Chisauru.
the born.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he wasn't that famous because you don't know him. But but yeah, Jekine Chisauru was kind of popping. Was kind of popping, but to the scale where I became popular at that time was Ziswa to people. I was see now at that time, but never as popular as I was.
In conclusion, you didn't go to the same school with Young Rock and Jinko.
I went to the same school with Young Rock, but I wouldn't say he was famous, was he?
Oh, he was famous, man. Oh, come on.
Famous
TiaN.
how?
Come on.
Famous
TiaN.
for what?
He was famous. Just famous. He was famous. That's why I know you.
Nah, you know him because we're from the same hood, bruh. I'm a fira bro ya mutare. Ubanda bro ya mutare but
Alright, it's fine. Let me ask this here.
Okay.
I'm asking this question because I heard rumors, man. I want to know if this is true. Is it true that he once trapped you for dissing you?
I don't know that.
Come on. Come on, TiaN.
I just didn't.
But is it true that you once dissed him? Because I don't know this track.
Looking back, yeah, there were a couple of these songs that were there. I remember I released this song. That diss song made me very popular. Actually, I think that was my first. When you asked me of my first breakthrough, I think that diss song was my first breakthrough because a lot of people liked that diss song, and then everywhere. I made a remake. Yeah, Black and Yellow, yeah, Wiz Khalifa, the beat. And I made a diss song because I was popular at that time.
Yeah.
And there were some cats trying to come up as well.
Yeah.
And as you know, hip hop is hip hop. You find someone who's up there, try and shoot them down so that you can gain popularity. So since I was popular, some guys also figured out that they can also rap. And then they were like, okay, let's try and diss this guy. So they dissed me, I ignored them. I ignored them. Then I was like, you know what, I'm fed up of this. This song, these are all those people. So this song was the one that actually made me popular. Yeah, I remember.
So what I heard is not true.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
It's fine. I will ask after shooting this. It's fine. You will tell me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I want to know, Musi zichikuita ngwararo na brand ya TiaN and everything in a public space. Have you ever been not being able to be recognized where this is TiaN? I mean, none of TiaN and none of famous in this way. Have you ever been not being able to be recognized?
Yeah, it happens a lot.
And
because, not really. Because I've been popular most of my life. To a point where Zongidor and the person introvert because I don't want to go out that much. People know me, some stuff you don't even enjoy doing because you'll find uri ndoya vengere ni ndiko renga juice mo mtu dodoba akotodoba kumfisa mzika na ndo renga juice. I'd enjoy and at that small trip yango yo renga juice mo mtu doda hey basa like ndona mo mzika nyano nenda ko eat like zuba zono banga ngondira so
for recruiting. I
don't know means, okay, it's nice, okay, or featured or what, I've been to places and I was not recognized because if you look at it, vatu vane vadiva chipato changa ndi vafano kasi. A lot of people outside of Tshilamba and around vadiva the music, they don't know my face.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been somewhere and they weren't able to recognize Orindinme. A lot of people know my music but they don't know my face. And the project that made me popular, Auty and Tshilamba, album cover ndando via my friend on it even. Tingovea Nemune. So people don't really know me, Chipato Changa. Like vachisara vachimbona maybe coming music video and all that. Wow, kumangaro. Oh, who's this guy? Because so yeah, zonoite a body. I went somewhere and that's very recognized. And for me, that's the best. Ndori ndichimuva to Cape Town in 2019, early 2019. When I got there, I was able to have a fresh start. You know, I get to a place where no one knows me.
Only Womancha Friday.
You know,
because in the Cape Town.
You know, I got to a place where no one knows me and ndingakono ubanda ya vengere ndastangana na mutu akumbuza zori hey ndandi kuita rumbo munova, can you please listen to it? Ndakono chira like a normal person. Sometimes ndiyafunga my childhood was robbed of me because I've been popular for most of my life. And then now, Zoito Rindani Sato Chirandi free because everywhere I go, people know me. So whatever you do, you'll always be Miromoni about it. Ndovona randikwita mini, you know.
Yeah. I asked you already out at Tshilamba about what see some matches processor, Achambura and Bicham and everything. The conflict that was between yourself and what's the name of this guy? Trade Deep. What was it about, man? Why you always read was status out at Tshilamba? What was the motive behind that?
I was not read a status out at Tshilamba. I was not there, I don't know. That was it. After not there, I was which there. And man, I didn't even have to put so much energy on it, you know.
Because sometimes if you entertain these people, they end up being famous.
Yeah, exactly. And
you were not there.
I was not there, and for Mutuane, you know, the level Aziko Edana, I just didn't have to focus my energy on that. Zotroma, excuse me, with his friend.
Yes. Who? MJ?
I think so. No. Me and MJ never had any problems.
Who?
There's this guy, I think it's Feggy or something.
Oh, yes, Feggy T, yes.
Things Zotroma Nepala. Yes. Someone told me that kid is dissing me. I'm like, oh, okay. Then Vifia inherited on Troy. Troy out of this diss track apparently dissing me. Then I just took out juice. Juice. I just put in 2 lines. Yeah, that's that. Next thing, I wanna try a remake BT Auty and Tshilamba. I did Wimbo Auty and Tshilamba. I couldn't you know. And then I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna entertain this as well. But this Angwari freestyle, that's when I mentioned Duri, like I'm the one who made it Tshilamba cool. Don't forget that. When you were the Auty. What did I say? Ganderade. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Ganderade. I mean, just 2 lines in the Bakazo, because I feel like it wasn't worth my energy.
But are you guys cool now?
Yeah, we're cool.
When last did you speak to him?
I bumped into him today.
Hey man, coming here
at hospital. Yeah, I told you I had a family emergency, yes. So I bumped into him in hospital today.
And did you guys talk or?
Yeah. We cool. He's my cousin. Funny enough.
Serious?
Yeah.
Hey man,
we're related, you know.
And by that time, mostly when was okay, Tshilamba, you knew he was your cousin or you didn't know?
Listen, man, I knew, ne. And zoite already zori as well as funga che as well as which quite there.
Yeah.
Lemo dubandando ndani bombani da lemo buy drinks nyama. His dad came to me. That's why I mentioned something about the adult time I am upset dad. His dad came to me and he was telling me that hey, abe mtukanaya niangeni ujira kunilidza mini on takera, but you know his dad came to me. He looks up to me.
Listen to that.
You know, like real talk. That's why ndo mention soka wimbo. His dad came to me vamotakana bado uri vombona. You know, vakomudza zori hey mwana mukomana wanga this and that and that and that and that. And then that's when I got to know, oh, we're even related. You know?
Oh, so this was after the diss track that he released.
Yeah, this was after the diss track that he released. So and then home to boy is busy running his mouth on the streets, but when he goes home he's worshiping me. You know, because his dad is coming to me and telling me, hey,
Of my township.
and he looks up to you. Tshilamba, like you are the one. Like you know,
Because he doesn't like me.
yeah, none of us and confused the body. Wow, okay, I'm so lost right now. I don't know what's going on. That's why I even said stuff like that. Can't worry freestyle. Or like the idol lawyer time I know you'll upset dad, blah 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 and all that stuff. So come on, man. Stop playing.
I can't believe this, man. So I wanna know, TiaN, have you ever got a huge help from someone Muslim that to say something because you are TiaN? You are there. Have you ever got help, any help?
Any help?
Because you are TiaN.
Because I'm TiaN.
Yes. Like help in it's rare to get, but because you are TiaN, you got it easy.
I don't know, man. Because wherever I go, it's all love. So I cannot really tell if it's because I'm TiaN or if people are being genuinely kind to me.
Yeah.
So and I rarely ask for help. I do most of the things myself. That's why I make my own beats. I produce everything. Like because sometimes vachivovuya ngangeni vavoniamba uvi uri unonirotomuita mini so zvimwe zvitu ndisokotopfe sorry ndingazviita ndemune if I can't ndinobuda zviita zvivuya kaunga like producing and all that stuff before production I was just a rapper but ndandityikonza beat ndandisadzizvori ndingadziwana guy uricha udzindera vamwe vatu I learned how to produce and then I did it myself.
What's your relationship with Prefix?
With Prefix?
Yeah.
Me and Prefix are in a relationship. Are to tangana kutuna children and ndingasiambe uri nena Prefix.
Living calls and everything.
Next, are to be a ronto tangana ruchi ka event la Royal Gardens ya 2017.
Yeah.
Raro vidziwa rothe richiko perform on that vendor power hour. Ratangana nepala VIP. We didn't even greet each other whatsoever. I wouldn't say I have any beef with him whatsoever. Just that Nana are to tangana pitu.
I was just asking.
Yeah, Oh, unyamba uvi. No, I mean something
No, his tracks.
His tracks. I've never listened to his tracks. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you listen to, man?
It's just me being honest. Like, as a Prefix.
No, I get you.
Yeah, it's me being honest.
No offense,
no offense, it's not a bad thing. I just guess I'm not the target market for Muzika Wow.
Yes.
You know? So, come on, guys. Then you're trying to make it seem like it's beef. It's not beef or anything. I'm not throwing shots or anything.
No offense.
I'm not throwing shots or anything. It's just that Muzika Prefix in met to Tshilamba and Auty Zanga. So,
I was just kidding.
Yeah, I know Prefix, yeah, and they are move on and they are tired of the videos because on our content creator on the YouTube. What are the video nowadays? That's cool.
Music videos?
Not music videos, like the videos I'm saying on YouTube. I could discuss another topic. If you check his YouTube channel or posted the video, like if there's something that was happening during the week, or post a video. I watch those, but his music per se,
2017, you once posted a picture on your Facebook with Casper, and you were like, Auty Tshilamba and Auty
Yeah.
What's your relationship with him?
Man, like, I remember that time, it was 5 days right after I released the Auty Tshilamba mixtape.
Yeah.
We just met at the mall, pretty much. So I heard word that Casper Nyovest is gonna be at Val Mall. I was at Val Mall, and it's even before Auty Tshilamba blew up. Like the mixtape I checked it on 5 days. Usathu tobana impact yete before the song Auty Tshilamba started playing on radio and all that stuff. So I heard that Casper is coming to Val Mall, and I was like, okay, since I just dropped a mixtape, let me burn a disc. Casper. Let me find a way in Casper. Maybe if he likes it.
That time you wanted to expose to USB things.
I was. It's just that as popular as it is today, you know. And also considering the fact that Ngezla's being on the road, she was calling a CD and all that stuff. So, excuse me. Plus, there's that thing you know, disc, because the album cover and all that stuff. It's the only hard copy mixtape wow. So I went to Val Mall. You'll be able to take pictures with Cass only if you go in the Musica. So Casper the sign at the disc. Only if you buy a disc, then you can go get a picture with Cass. He's gonna sign your CD. So I went in there, and by the way, that's the first and only album hard copy a disc. So I bought it just so I could be close to bro and I could hand him my CD.
And whose album was that?
Yeah, Casper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was the only time. The second one, because there was Tulufelo and then there was that next one. But the following one.
Which one was it?
Okay, ne zvauḓuvhuḓi ndi thetshelesa muzika uri ndi album ifhio. Okay, na madzina dziṅwe dzinyimbo thi a ḓivhi.
Ndela album ina album cover ya black and white oita so ubva chipato chawo on the side. I forgot the name.
No,
there was Tulufelo and
that cover I only
Refilo.
know.
I think it's Refilo.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's Refilo.
Yeah,
I think it's Refilo. So I went there, I bought the disc. That's gonna do that. I was busy. I had to sign up, and I'm like, yo, man, I came here to give you my disc. I'm also a musician. I also make music. So I just released this project last week, like 5 days ago. This is the only hard copy I made, just so I can give it to you. Give it a listen. Don't want to phone number Zangada. If you like it, then give me a ring. No, just give it to Spike. His manager, he was like, give it to Spike, then we'll listen to it. Like, okay, no worries. He looked at me. He saw that, you know what, this guy is a star, man. Because the presentation, you could tell that, you know.
Confident.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, all right, cool. I gave Spike the CD, and I never heard back from the guy. So
They mized you.
yeah, they mized me, bro. They mized me.
Do you wish to work with him?
Do I wish to work with him? I guess so.
Ne?
I guess so. But looking at it, do I wish? Nah, not really.
You don't.
Not really. But if it allows, then cool. But Casper is someone I really want to work with. Like, I want a Mesophil feature. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way about what I want to work with Cass.
Yeah.
It's just that at that time, you know, he was popping and I'm on the come up. I want someone who can also help me. Yeah. Necessarily, do I wish to work with him?
Worst and best gig you've ever performed to? Let's start with yes.
Worst.
Yeah. Worst.
Worst gig I've ever performed at. Man, I don't gig a lot, so let me just think about it.
The best one that you were like, I wish I didn't come here.
I'm trying to think, bro. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, do I have a gig that I never felt like I should have went there?
They were all the best.
Yeah, because whenever I go gigging, I make sure that, you know, I enjoy myself. I make sure that what we they enjoy themselves. But gigging and Dinatore, I wish I never went there. Oh yeah, there's one. I was still on the come up. I'm still mafia sharp. Novaya, Namagenzi, we were still Royal Fam. Novaya, Namagenzi, Navo Grilsy, King Batam, you know, meaning. I want to gig here, which created arts and crafts. Arts and craft, arts and culture. Yeah, arts and culture to Ambo. That's Chiwa Bad, which it was Gigi Bad. Yeah. That's Chiwa Bad, which it was Gigi Bad, which like back then in the McFam days, you know, back Musivan rap was still up and coming, where you really had to perform for people to know. Yeah, so I was being as like
the wrong game. Right as a camera. Talk to me, man.
Back in those days. Yeah. So never invite you on a gig. Yeah, which create a Palani. I mean, we were popular this side. Ufira Mrambo Mtaro Yangini Arodigo the way, you know. So Rovaya Dar Namagenzi. Rovaya Dar Pereira Rodubzazor, we're gonna rock this show. Rovero Kumbazifene Injibadi, we're gonna rock this show. So Rosika and Richusika Rumzazov, no, Rodo performer after
He's famous.
Huh?
He's famous.
No. Yeah, maybe they were famous at that side because, you know, Van Rebraro blind.
Yeah.
We were a lot. Rari Banji blind. So, okay, sharp. I think that crew's name was Hard Rock Star or something like that. Auna ela crew ya ina Shintilizer na bomba tubabili ngango mundo bahangwa and some chick as well. So, aba abantu bajena baskobaru nabe Rosika Eli zawa bomba tuba perform razo fredo jenafta aba abantu. Okay, we sharp. Not relax. We're enjoying the show because after 1 year Jena. They're doing the thing. Nico Demiki Chasika, you know. Nico Demiki Chasika.
Mageza.
Yeah, Nico Fruitman.
Yeah.
Nico Wasika da. Nico Chisika, Abe Nico was big back then, bro. Nico was very big back then.
A reflection of Fruit Kid now.
Kinda, you know. Nico was very big back then. Nico Achisika Balani. Richard stage time. That crew you reached Fedza. Nico Vamupa Mike. Because they know he's popular.
Yeah.
And then Nico Achijena, go to Mojeno performance when Yimbonji disappeared. Nico perform Yimbonji disappearing. I remember. I remember Nico Maraching sneaker china tambo loose. What's how we walk water, whatever of the Duba very high, Jote Munangom, the Moito Kanda Tambo Subawa. Kanda Tambo Subawa. Nico Achi Pezai, I will go to means on our fellow, Chikimuchano rest as you know, Ranga's performer. And a person of the soda, Gori. No, we don't feel longer like a fan, you know. We just went there to watch the show.
But of course you're a fan. Talking of fan rap, is a fan.
Yeah, okay, we were fans, but we were also artists, man. Rarichko push a craft yasho. To a point now, as a person that is so much a performer, Rabuya Hayan, and then I wish to Auty and that.
You wanted to say something, sir?
That was the worst.
Yeah. Ndakonya ngokutsanga gahabatsangwi. Batsangwi rogumo mfaka Royal Fam. Aringo champapito. At least Grillsy rikadiva naye namsi asa chatro. I think no ndo volume uti. But batsangwi baperera guy. Okay, Royal Fam guy dropped the body.
Man, like Rarich Kwaluwa, we were growing up, and at that time, everyone is in charge of their destiny. You know, if you feel like this music thing is really for you, you're gonna keep pushing, and that's what I did. So Nanda and this was really behind everyone, because with that team, those guys mostly were my friends, and they were supporting me. Wunjiabo, they just got into it. Ufana Nazwa Young Money, you'll find out round about make main in Avonyi. Even though they won't always be there on songs, but don't do on a coming music video. Mara, because the music thing is not their thing. Studio, and then you'll be like, I don't depend the line, you know. But some is to Zico Gonya, Zicoya, Rico Tomos, serious. muṅwe na muṅwe a thoma u zwi vhona zwa uri okay, you know what, let me put myself vhudzuloni hanga.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Yeah, so music wa Royal FM. Okay, ndiko dzi pfa nyimbo dza zwino, but na luimbo lwa musi hu na Rene. Lo ita love song. Ri dzo dovha ra dzi wana gai nyimbo dza Royal FM dza kale dzi dise dzilani young rock
I don't
hip
know,
hop.
man. Nezila dzi nyimbo na nne one dza vha hone.
Ndi chani zwa mifululu then
Ezila dzi nyimbo na nne one dza vha hone ndiko dza dzi dzula henefho, you know. These niggas.
no, but mara ndi vhona unga lwa Rene ne ya lwa luimbo man alu dovhololiwe ri dovhe ri lupfe hola ndo one muzika we that's what chana TiaN ro bva kha Lil Mafia ra ka Justin T then rina TiaN zwi obegololiwe la muzika.
Man, if time and God allows zwidoitea, but right now zwithu zwono chinja. Rene is a very talented artist. I respect her craft yawe and now work yawe. She's into painting now. She's doing very nice paintings. So I mean, if over Achiko, let me not speak on her behalf actually, although the Ambera anymore. But yeah, if Zichido allow us there, if Mzimba allow us there.
You know what? This guy is not the presenter. I'm the presenter here.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Tell me, man. 2019, you graduated as an IT specialist or so. How was it, man? Like, tell me about it.
It was cool, man. Cause actually in Rofbed Zama 2018 December, then graduation year 2019 April, obviously.
Yeah.
It was cool cause when I finished my matric, I just wanted to make music, but coming from a black family, as well as exactly, you have to do something. If Zuchi allow, some things you know.
Yeah.
My second best thing to music that I knew best.
Computer.
What was computer? No, software ndo yona attendees, but already now no computer and yes. So my second best thing to music was computers. I had an interest in computers. So I decided I was gonna study IT in university. Second.
Yes.
And that's what I did. Because if you check, when I was still in university, that's where my music had the most impact. Because we are full focus younger come music. It's just that unfortunately I was scared chikoronda chipedza, and now ndono chipedza ndikuti the next step in life. But the graduation was, to answer your question, the graduation was lit, man. I feel like Zoete are very fast. Even those when jera chipinga chira bad because chikolo because I did my first year in 2014 and I dropped out. Why? I did my first year in Northwest University, literally at computer science and statistics, and then I dropped out towards the end of the year because of funds. So then 2015 ndauma ndichiumera ndaya Val University of Technology. It was a bit cheaper. We could afford that. Then yeah, from 2015, 16, 17, 18, then Lapeza. Then I graduated in 19. So it was cool. I feel like Zoedia first because mnendi chikoloni ndandiko focus on music. Ndikoso koto mangala. Hema no chikolo chopera. Mtuko graduate. You know? It happened like that. So yeah, it was very nice, and I'm still grateful for that. Uri, besides just music, uve muzika panda. Chikolo nacho ndodichijia serious. Ndaita zonda ndichikotiyo ndite zone ndichikoloni because where I'm at today is because of that qualification in the
Yeah. No, I get you. And your family, what do you mean? You must graduate like Ngamanda some kind of, because of course he's strict.
Yeah.
To be.
I don't know where you're getting this strict thing from, man.
I went to the same school that he was teaching.
Nah, man, that's work for him. He has to be strict with work. At home, he's very chilled, you know. At home, he's a very chilled parent.
Yeah.
They were happy. Urundopedza, and they had that finally, you know, thing going on, because because Zonjera 5 years, I believe. Yeah. And then they spent 5 years in the university. So yeah, that was a really long time. High school, grade 8 to 12, 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I started high school again. So they were glad that I had finished, and now to have a problem, they did their part.
That's
now,
when you started not asking pocket money.
You know, yeah. I wasn't asking for it. They were sending it, but I wasn't asking for it. You know, yeah.
And I remember in high school, at the secondary school, the mom is so chilled, man. Like sometimes,
yeah.
How does that make you feel, man?
It makes me feel great, man, cause this Medzori, like, I'm getting all the support I get from home. Charity begins at home, you know. Exactly. If you're getting support from home, then that's blessings, bro. Whatever it is you're doing to the Chindela, because you're getting like blessings.
And Namkana now Gurini, Vana USB all
yeah, at first, like, my dad never really liked the fact that I make music. That's why I'm sindika metricos kera chipinga chenda ima uita muzika ndarodoba zolindonova varsity, because he was like, nah, chinga passing metric if I continue doing this, what I'm doing. But now, after 2017, when I was popping and all that stuff, he became a huge fan. He'd hit me up like, hey, don't send it on WhatsApp and all that stuff. So I never go this, or dude, like, you know. And then I just know the embrace, or okay, you know, my dad is now a fan.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So he's always behind me, asking me, hey, this is so I send them through, and then he'd give me his feedback like, you know. I remember this was Bodo, and
why was Bodo?
I don't know.
Okay.
I remember this was Bodo, and that song is very explicit, like, so he's like, and don't send around. That delay Baduru said that because I was still busy looking.
Of the lyrics.
Yeah, I was still busy looking for the clean version. And he kept nagging me about the rare rainbow. I just decided to send it to him as it is. Then you know, it's kind of difficult to make parents understand that type of music, or this is what the people want. You know, I know there was some like, people love this. There's never to talk about.
I mean, look at McJay's music videos.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Come on, man.
Yo, man, like, this is what people want. So, you know, it's kind of different from them, because the era they grew up in, music was very clean. You know, music was clean body at that time. Music was not dara matamba, was not dara now. Things which, I don't know, community hela about by hela age about to accept us to never as acceptable. So
And speaking of change, music wa mrao now, you know, reka chipinga chingafani mchana
1 hour 15 minutes.
Okay. Speaking of change, music wa kale now, you know, what's your take on Road Kid and what do you call Guspa Banana?
My take, how?
Like, what do you think of them?
What do I think of them? They're doing a very good job at what they're doing. That's why they're popping as they are right now. I wouldn't touch on much on Gusba Banana because I haven't heard much. I heard Freestyle Yabab and I watched the video. That was crazy. I really liked it. Rootkid ndiye diva muzika wawe. I've also been part of his production. That previous mixtape World Visa, or should I say the only mixtape World Visa,
Yeah.
I produced a song there as well.
Oh, okay.
Rootkid's music is dope, and the strategy that they're going as a freestyle in Amini's it's working. That's why they are where they are right now. So my take is like, yeah, they're doing what they're doing, and shout out to them.
I like his energy, man. Like,
Yeah, those guys got energy
too
for
much.
days. Guzba, I wouldn't touch much on him because attitude from Dever at the way, but the sort of one of the clip because the status and the performance that way, it shows that the shows are what's about to lead to party, and yeah, shout out to them.
Okay, I want us to play a game in completion of this. It's called Choose My Skittle. I'm going to give you people's name, artists, because you're an artist. 5 categories. And you're going to choose one and tell me why you're choosing these people. First one.
Wait. So you're giving me artists' names,
Yes.
and I have to choose one.
Hey.
They want me to choose or wait a minute.
I don't know. Maybe you will tell me why you're choosing them.
So you'll give me 2 people,
Yes.
then I'll choose one between the 2.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the first one, Davi or Prefix?
Man, I don't know who to choose because we're able to do music.
Okay.
But I would go with Prefix because Zina Laole out there. Yeah, so Davi, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, you have to do marketing Davi.
Yeah. I'm just not the target market, you know. He might be doing a good job at marketing but
That's what I'm saying. You have to do good marketing.
But for me, I guess I'm not the target market. So I'll just go with Prefix because Zina Laole is the diva, and yeah.
And you have met him on
And I've met him, yeah.
Yes.
So it shows that he's doing a good job.
Makadzi or Mizofel?
Yeah, that's sick. This is a tough one.
I know.
Makadzi or Mizofil?
Maya Makadzi, I know. Yeah, good with Mizofel. It's a tough one, I know.
It is. Man, Makadzi is popping out there, bro.
Of course.
So obviously I'll go with Makadzi. Mizofil has been pushing for so long.
Since day one, of course.
Since day one, and I respect him, Rotterdam Crowner King of Van Rap. But he's missing something. That's why maybe he hasn't made it to the level where
No offense, but I thought maybe this was my own philosophy. Because I also think what Mizofil today. Mizofil has been here for too long, man. And he has pushed many people. Mara, I don't feel like he's there, you know.
Exactly.
So what is it that you think was near Akolega?
I don't know, because if Nandi just Divana then that does Shumisa, you know.
Mara, at least you are there, man. At least you are there, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Guspo Banana or Rootkid Vendor?
This is a no-brainer. I'll go with the Rootkid because, like I said, I don't know much of Guzba Banana.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll go with the Rootkid.
Mafiki Zolo or Malaika?
Bro, why you gotta do this to me? Yo.
No, just tell me one that you like the most.
Yo, I'll say Mafiki Zolo because they're still pushing even today. Like, Wako keep a consistency.
Yeah.
They're still relevant till this day. Waka the Visa music, and I'm still listening to it. I have Mafiki Zolo's music on my car right now. I'm bumping Mafiki Zolo.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm with my girlfriend, we listen to Mafiki Zolo a lot. So yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
I thought maybe you're married, man.
Nah, I'm not married.
What
I don't have a ring. Huh? I'm dating. I'm not married.
You haven't engaged or
Nah, not
like
yet.
a promising ring?
Not yet. Might be on the way, but not yet.
Do you have a kid?
Huh? No. I don't have a kid. I'm not a parent yet. I'm still
On the way.
No, not even on the way. I'm still just me. At Chuvana, a junior. I don't have a kid. I don't have a wife. I have a girlfriend, and yeah, I'm dating.
And she's in the industry or not?
Nah, she's not in the industry, and someone who you wouldn't even think or you should be going out with me. yeah, ndi muthu ane asi muthu wa zwithu zwinzhi or zwithu zwoṱhe.
That's why you chose them.
Yeah, you know, you have to maintain balance. Ri nga si vhe roṱhe, you know, out there roṱhe.
Okay, last one. Cool fellow or Bomo? I know Bomo is doing photography, man. Excuse me.
This is also a tough one. Bomo had a huge impact on Ven rap,
Yeah.
but Cool Fellow is a dope rapper. So I'll go with Cool Fellow, even as a punchline and all that stuff. I respect Bomo, shout out to him, but I feel like Cool Fellow is a better rapper.
Because of the lyrics.
Yeah, because of the lyrics. And, you know, Cool Fellow has a flow and punchlines as well. You know, that's a punchline. And for me personally, I feel like, yeah, Cool Fellow can stand, Bomo can go.
No, I get it. And beside music, what are you doing now? Beside music and IT, what are you doing?
What I'm doing besides music and IT, well, besides me being an artist, I'm also a producer, and that's something Uzi pushes right now. I have a beat store on the way. And also
Wait. Beat store is in like a shop.
Yeah, an online beat store.
Okay.
So instead of urimutu at the camera, hey, beat, you don't send it as an email. I will have a website which will have a list of beats where you can play the snippet and then buy it. Also, interaction between me and you. So you listen to the beat. If you like it, you buy it, get it instantly, and get the license or the lease whatsoever. So I'm working on a beat store. It's gonna be up and running. Latest Matrimonia March. Latest, it can be earlier than that, but latest Matrimonia March. And besides music and IT, what else am I doing? I'm being a very pure soul, man. I'm making time for my girlfriend.
Boyfriending well.
Yeah. I'm doing that. I feel like there's no else who's there. That was short test. I'm trying to on the come up, you know. And a couple of businesses here and there.
Yes.
Demanding us to dimension right now because they just started and they're still on the pipeline. Maybe na session here really. You know what? Business here and you're not more pauper. There's this and that going on.
You know, I can relate because you're an IT graduate, and I'm also doing IT. I mean, I'm also into IT. I can relate to Ray. For sure, it has something to do with hacking, people calling you. Can you hack?
Nah, not even. It has something to do with logistics, fam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but then,
transportation.
Maybe. Can you hack my boyfriend's phone?
I get that a lot, and I don't know, Uri.
Exactly,
like,
man.
When you're in IT, it doesn't.
We don't hack phones.
We don't hack. It doesn't like make you a hacker just because you're in IT.
There's networking. There's programming.
There's a lot of stuff. Tell
them.
As if you're in IT, automatically you're a hacker. Like people be calling me like, "Hey, there's a phone. Can you help me locate it?" How?
Yesterday.
You know,
someone called me with the tracker of phone. I mean, come on.
How am I going to track your phone? You know,
besides find my iPhone,
you see? Exactly. Like I don't know misconception where you wanna guy. But
it's the philosophy of many never to have an eye, and they have to change it.
Definitely.
But then I wanna know, man, something that you wanna tell our viewers out there that maybe I didn't ask you. What is it that you wanna tell them?
Beat store on the way. Go stream, made in Cape Town, and this is sad news actually. Unfortunately, I feel like my time as an artist has expired. So I'm not gonna be making music anymore. TiaN is not gonna be dropping a project anytime soon. I am busy working with the artists on my label. I'm still a producer 100%. That's why I'm a beat story coder. But or a project in there from TiaN and like not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. I still have a lot of songs that I'm sitting on. Then maybe I can drop a single here and there. But yeah,
Why ni khou ṱoḓa aware because ri ḓo hangwa ri TiaN ri ḓo hangwa nga kha Tshilamba.
Ndi nga si hangwe. The music will forever live, and I've left a legacy. I'll still be there nḓevheni dza vheiwe through dziṅwe dzi artists na production, but for nne ndi khou pfha uri like tshifhinga tshanga tsho expire, ndi tshifhinga tsho uri ndi fhe vhaṅwe vhana chance, you know, vha kone u ḓisumbedza u showcase talent yavho. I just felt like ndi nga tori if ndi tshi nga zwi vhea nga maipfi a khwine ndi nga ri TiaN is taking a break. I don't know for how long, but TiaN, you know, but TiaN the producer is still gonna be there, because even if nanga checka over na break khulu badi project wise since Val Night's EP and Made in Cape Town. Val Night's EP about 2018, Made in Cape Town about 2021. Over na breaking up, but I was still finding my way, like need busy run at the aspects of you know. Sometimes but was when you're an artist, you just wake up in the morning and go to studio and record music. I'm human too. I go through things. I have family, I have stuff which I have to take care of.
Moody girlfriend. I mean, we all know, we all have moody girlfriends.
Y'all have moody girlfriends. My girlfriend ain't moody. I don't know what you're talking about, fam. You can count me out, Kaiser. But yeah, personally, I feel like Globe Media ndofesiwa chifhinga u fhira dziṅwe dzi artists uri ndi showcase talent yanga, and ndazwi itesa, and right now I feel like it's time uri na dziṅwe artists dzine dza vha hone, you know, vha showcase talent yavho ndi tshifhinga tshavho zwo zwino. So yeah.
No, man, thank you very much for pulling through.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
1 hour something. 1 hour what?
28 minutes, 44 seconds.
Have you ever give someone 1 hour, 80 minutes beside me? Just sitting talking.
Yesterday.
No, but Rena Globe Media. Are these are Globe Media? Okay, TiaN uko buswanga nyi. Then uko iti amini cause una the rumors zauri ndumangwa. I think okay, we've over Globe because as a copy wa chipinga.
Obva Globe, mtu obva Globe ndi AJ wise.
Yeah, AJ. As a copy wa chipinga then
I don't know where obva cause as a copy wa chipinga. First and foremost, let me first confirm determine pindole mbutso ya mastermind sorry, none of ni 1 hour 30 minutes. Munova ndiko bva reaction manginga 2.5 hours yobzola fasirari chikwamba, like time just flew. Ndoibona interview, and then to answer your question, AJ wise ndinga confirm uri obva Globe Media ene mune achiva it wasn't a matter yori ako asa kofuwa chipinga or anything. Audito send a resignation letter yawe to the board abachi kusumbe sorry he wants to branch out atuma suzawe separately, and now we cannot hold back vamwe vathu ene mune abachi kutuma suzawe separately, and we encourage that. I mean, I don't expect people to be working. I don't expect myself to be working under Vatu forever, you know. And sometimes you feel like you want to be the boss, and if you feel like you want to be the boss, then go ahead.
Who's behind Globe Media actually?
Who is behind Globe Media?
Yes.
There's a lot of people, man. It's a team.
No, man. I mean, I'm sure there was one person who was like, I want to start this thing. I'm the one who said I wanted to start this thing. And then I recruited people. So there's like a team. It's plus on top of that, we don't only just make music. We don't only make music. We have photographers, we have videographers, and we also have other artists which they're still under the pipeline. Right now, let me not say much. No, tell us.
Let me not say much.
You never will move.
Under Globe Media, currently there's me,
Yeah.
Mungwari, Steezy, Lamo, Linston,
Yeah.
and Soso.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
You might have seen all of these names somewhere somehow.
Yeah man, listen ka dovha ri fhe iṅwe EP.
Iṅwe EP.
Ro pfa ine ḽa nthihi then ambo ḓi ngalangalo ḽa munna.
Ne?
Ambo ḓi ngalangala.
Nah, he's definitely working on something.
Yeah, ndiko siko vona fara katara kha zwi status.
Yeah. Busy kushuma something. That's why ndi chikwamba uri nṋe ndo fhesiwa chance as an artist, so zwa zwino ndi tshifhinga tsho ri na dziṅwe artist dzi re hone dzi showcase talent yadzo.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
But besides that, thank you very much for pulling through, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I get it. I mean, okay, Tshilamba, okay, Tshilamba.
You know,
Charity
definitely begins at home, man, nigga. If you don't get support from me, man, I wanna support then I feel somehow. So you know, yeah. Uri why Automo movement was so involved.
And by the way, you're the first guest.
Shout out.
You're the first guest, man.
That's what's up.
And unfortunately, we had to record today because you're going tomorrow.
Yeah.
As you can see, our equipments are still on the way. That's why we had to use what we're using now.
Dude, that's how it works. Zoitisao uri me like sound yanga, even a quality.
Yeah.
Was because I always liked good things, but I couldn't afford them. So I had to use what I have. I remember ndichitomo record ndachivandoshumisa Michael wakerekeni. But ndichikono match quality ya the studios never kushumisa the condenser mic and everything. Because I couldn't just sit and wait for chipinga chine ndobandina the right equipment, you know. I had to use what I had at that time and make it work. So I like up and coming people whenever on ambition. I'm for that. There's a promoter, man.
You know what? Once we pop, once we start getting those equipments, high qualities, we'll call you again.
I'm gonna come back, definitely. Even sindichi weird the equipment. I'm gonna come back and sit on this chair.
Tomorrow they are arriving. I will take a lot of this coming tomorrow, man. So
that's what's up.
I will call you again, and
that's what's up.
You will see them.
Definitely.
Yeah, Wild West.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that one comes in the VW or something.
Wild West.
So I don't know. Ndando wambanga Wild West. When you ask me what else am I doing besides music, there's a movement that we're pushing. Wild West. Wild West is a clothing brand, which is owned by a good friend of mine, Rutendo Nechikweta. He's based in the Western Cape Town, but merchandise wakonosika everywhere where you want it. So just make sure you go follow Wild West Clothing on Instagram and also Facebook and place your orders. I'm a brand ambassador. That's why almost everywhere you see me, I wear Wild West. Like I wear Wild West. So it's the next big thing. Next time in on the Shibuya for the next one, I'm coming back with t-shirts for everyone.
That's what I wanted to say.
The team.
Next time when you come back, you will come back with Wild West t-shirt.
Definitely.
And I'll give you possibilities t-shirt.
Definitely.
And this is also my friend's clothing.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out.
With this t-shirt, man, I feel high, man. Like
yeah.
Possible things.
Definitely. That's why everywhere you see me, if it's online, everywhere you'll see me rocking Wild West. You know, and I feel like Zina power bad years of YouTube because the people whenever behind me, whenever were like my real core fans. Now we rocket the same swag that I rock. You know what I mean? We get a lot of orders and we make sure that we ship them. It's been here for over 3 years now. So yeah, shout out to Wild West Clothing. Make sure you go check it out on Instagram.
I know we're concluding this, but I have this one person I forgot to ask you. Mm-hmm. What's your relationship with JD Matikita?
JD is a homie of mine, man.
Before you proceed, I once heard him on an interview. I forgot if I was interviewing him or he was being interviewed somewhere. But Omakobut Sophie, who are the artists that you have pushed? And he mentioned people like the Team Rapper, and you were also among those people. Can you confirm that?
I don't know about push, man.
Okay.
I don't know about push.
Okay.
He supports me, he shares my stuff, but or maybe nana robera dzulapasi ravana agreement you're gonna push me. He's my friend, so obviously he's going to support what I do. But utori, like, he's pushing me as like his artist. Nah, he's my homie, man. He's my homie. Shout out to JD. Zidifana na ndingatozviveisana. Your homie anoyakuita zvichipa zvapossibilities ne angasiya samuamba zvori he's pushing you because he's putting you on ngazvichipa zvavo, you know. He's
pushing you.
Okay.
I'm pushing you, Setan.
You're pushing him. You know? Yeah. And it's probably by choice.
Yeah.
You don't have an agreement. You're okay, you know what? I'm gonna be pushing. Ari draft passes.
No, it's just my friend. I just feel like
exactly. JD is my friend. He feels like he has to push me. It's not like, you know. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know, Ray, your relationship with JD.
Yeah, we're homies, man. We tight. Ana gram chillas here, right?
Did before yesterday. Yes, I saw it on your status.
Yeah, definitely. On his status, yeah. It was the second annual one, Otoma Bana Otoma, the year before. Same place but front opposite, because this year Dakalia Lono Hura Pasia Pala Broni Chikoron Chatango. This year Dakalalo Hura, so you tell one
I feel like Erna energy you push about 50 by hand. So we have to do something, man. We have to sit down and collaborate on something. What do you think?
I'm always down to collaborate in any way that I can. Unfortunately, it's just that I'm based in Cape Town, so there's like little that I can do. The little that I can do, I'm down to doing it.
December time you are here, so
we talk. Definitely.
And if possible, I will come that side.
Yeah.
Friday,
And the Mancha Friday down there, you know. Yeah. Also, a lot of time where it does a skit, but I'm not really. I'm trying to disappear from the cameras, man. Don't you disappear from Rad's camera and the.
Oh, so we are lucky.
You are very lucky. You know, you are very lucky. You are very lucky, like the man behind the camera.
It's like the guy who's behind friends like this. Do you know Andile?
Yeah.
The background talker.
The voiceover.
Yeah. It's like him.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, no problem. We will definitely talk about that. And once again, thank you very much for pulling through.
Yeah.
I am my man's school, so I want you to meet her before we wrap this up.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for coming, and thank you to all our viewers. This has been Master's Podcast, and we had TiaN as our first guest.
Definitely.
Hope that we will see each other next time.
Soon.
Same time, same place.
Yeah, Ajibuena's keeper.
Yeah, sure,
Of course. And I'm glad that you're part of this season 1, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, shout out.
The mastermind, the master of radio, TV, and everything in between, including the podcast and the rest of Master's Podcast team. Mushawi, thank you very much, man. Until next time, Mushat. Nada Zava Twatir.